My kids are the most important thing to me, and bringing them to a place like Good Grief to make sure that they're resilient, strong, and capable of addressing their grief is of the utmost importance to me. My wife Lisa died 5.5 years ago. In the immediate aftermath of Lisa's death, I certainly felt very alone. It was almost an out-of-body experience. The hardest part about losing a spouse is watching your children lose their parent.
My mother was beautiful. She was very outgoing and artistic. She was a very kind human being to all.
She would just always take her time to do stuff for us, whether it's take us to ice cream or feed the ducks, stuff like that.
The first few months were definitely difficult. Going back to school, you feel like you're in your own little bubble because no one really knows what you're going through.
Since I was struggling, no one else would know how to help me because no one else has been through what I've been through. So it was just hard.
We find it very therapeutic to take out all of her old art supplies and use them. It kind of helps us connect with her in a way, through her art and through what she was passionate about.
Yeah, we like to draw a lot together. She would have really enjoyed it.
He's a really good artist. I don't have that gene, but I think he definitely does.
I think she's a better artist than me.
It's a constant battle.
Parenting a child who's grieving is a big growth experience for the adult. It's a lesson in empathy, it's a lesson in humility, and it's a lesson in powerlessness. I recall a great deal of fear around the uncertainty of what do I do, and there were really no resources available that I could see easily. When we first went to Good Grief, for me, was an opportunity to be with people who I didn't have to explain anything to. The fear, the paralysis, the isolation, and all of that. Every single person there had walked my walk. So it's a place to emotionally unpack, to feel calm, to feel welcomed, to feel safe.
When I first went to Good Grief, I felt very comfortable and learned very good ways to cope with my grief.
There was a great understanding and appreciation of how delicate grief is and how to handle it properly and how to talk about your feelings and communicate with people that have already, been through that.
It's very good for me because I think people take their time to listen to me and understand what I've been going through and if I need any help. If somebody else is struggling, I'll try and help them as much as I can.
In regards to the relationship with my children, I think Good Grief has given us a commonality, a universal language that we can speak to one another. One of the things that Good Grief has taught me is that I'm not dead. I didn't die with my wife. I'm still moving forward. And part of that has been finding a partner in Danielle, getting engaged, moving our families in together so that we can co-parent one another's children, creating a blended family in a new environment, and that there is progress. And Good Grief, of course, is part of that. And knowing that you can return to something as close as possible to normalcy. There is almost nothing that's more compassionate than to support organizations exactly like Good Grief, because it is the moment when it is most needed for that to be there as a resource for people in the depths of their despair. To cling to anything is an incredible, incredible gift for somebody to give through a donation.